Hello guys, and what is up? Today we're going to be doing some advanced C Sharp and we're going to be learning how to create multidimensional arrays, and hopefully we'll do some other stuff with that that I actually skipped and people have just been asking me. So let's just create a script called adv tooth, and let's make it in Studio, and hopefully everyone is using Visual Studio 2012 or 10, 11, whatever Visual Studio it is. In fact, I really don't know about 10. Yep, 2010. Well, you can use other softwares if you like. And it just crashed. Wow. Okay, never mind. Okay, now let's first explain what array is. So, should I? Yeah, okay. Now let's just explain what an array is. Private int and or equals to new int to the okay, and in fact we'll just start doing that equals to 25. Okay, now you can see we made a variable call it integer, and array basically is a list of integers, and the way we call it is the variable we want, a list of variables, sorry, not integers. So the variable we want to make a list of, so int, and then put square brackets around it, and we want to make it new, new r int. How long do we want it? 5, and then we can do 25, 5, 31, 20, 21, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's 5. So, and the way the arrays are read, this is 1, this is 2, this is 4. I know it's kind of weird for getting used to, but you will get used to this. So if I do r and then 1, and this is how we actually get e. So we're getting that, and we're getting the number 1. Remember, this it starts with, so this 5 should be number 1. So if we print this, that should come out, and let's see, will it? Hopefully it will. Who knows? Okay, start. Come on, man. Also, I think I need to put it in the main camera to actually, yeah. Oops, forgot that. Okay, 5. There we go. Awesome. See. So it does start with 1. That's my proof. Now, a multi-dimensional array is basically in, obviously, 2 dimensions. So it can be 2D list, 3D list. It can go up to infinity, basically. You make it whatever you want. A computer can handle any, like, thing you throw, how many ever dimensions you throw at it. So let's go to Paint, and I shall try and explain this. So let's try and create a table, and I wish would have actually did something better than this for create table. Okay, now we can just do this. We're just gonna create a small table to get this started, even though this table looks really bad. So just creating this table, and there it is created. We'll just delete this and delete this bit. Now we don't need that. Definitely don't need that. Okay. Now 1, 0. Now the thing we were doing is, for example, if we create a list of string is actually, I think, how we explain multidimensional arrays. That's like easiest way. So let's just do this, and we're gonna string, oops, string, and replace this with string, and obviously we need, let's just create 2 for now, string. So he and hi, that's good. Now string for now, basically, if you ignore the first this table thing. So right now you've got he, oh no, oops, actually it's high, then he, so high, then he. So you're like, okay, oops, that should be 0. Okay, yeah, could have told me that, YouTube people. Come on. Okay, 0, then 1. So this is high, this is he. And you're basically like, okay, that's fair enough. Now we got is, once you get this, it will be actually really easy to understand. So now we have is, we've got 0 and 1 here as well, and we've got H, E, oops, I, come on man, H, E, there we go. So we've got, if we go to 0, 0, we've got H, if we go to 1, 0, then we've got H, and then if we go to 0, 1, then we've got I, if we go to 1, 1, we've got E. So let's just try this. Let's just try and print this. So print str, and we use square, remember, brackets. So 0, 0. So if we go to, okay, remember those are 2, and it's always 0 and then 1. So it's 0 and 1. So we're picking the 0, 1. So as you can see, first we're picking the 0, 1, and then we've got 2 more. So 0, or the I, which is the 1. So we're picking 0 again, which goes to H. So we're only getting one character, okay, one character, and and as soon as it plays, it's actually compiling right now, as you can see at the bottom right. There we go, H. So as we planned it. And for example, if you want to create more, or if you create dimensional arrays for, this is actually for character, and we just created a array, for strings, and so it's not really that, it's not really okay, whatever, it's just, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, it's really hard to explain for me right now. Anyways, so remember we could do that, and now to create a multi-dimensional arrays, we put a comma there and put a comma there, 5. So we've got dimensions. Now we can do this. I don't know if we do put a comma, I actually forgot, so we'll figure it out. So 2 and 2, because I don't want to create many. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Yeah, we do put a comma there, something there. So basically 2 and 2, that just means we're gonna have 2, and then we're gonna have 2 of the sets. So you can basically do that as a set if you've done maths at all, or if you got into a part where you've done maths and there's sets involved. So there's like a set, and it's got 2 because we said we're gonna have 2, and then the next number, which is 2, which is how many sets we're gonna have. We can also go even further and do more, and then we actually go, oops, we need to put another comma there. It actually gets too complicated now. That's the part. So we've got another set inside those sets. So we've got 2, 2, and I'm just gonna copy. Oops. In fact, we should do. Remember those 1 and 2 numbers, they changed. So there you go. It is actually really complicated, and we're rolling 2, 2, and 2. So you're probably, what's the advantage of this? Or maybe I should actually tell you what's going on here first. So as you can see, that those two brackets are actually the starting and the ending bit. So from here to here is the starting bracket, so we can ignore that for now. And these are or we should start at the left. These brackets are just basically one set. Okay, so, and this is another set. As you can see, we've got 2, so we're gonna have 2 sets first. So 2 sets, here we go, 1 and 2. There we go, 2 sets, and then we're gonna have another set. Remember we said 2 and there's something after that, so 2 and then 2. So there we have 2 and 2 inside those, and now we're gonna have numbers because that's the last one. So, and we did int, we're gonna have numbers without a decimal point. We're gonna have two numbers, so 1 and 2. Now the way we actually do this is we do and we can do 0 and then we can do 0 and then we can do 0. You know, it's the same way basically. And why is it giving error? Okay. Oh, oops, I think I actually did a mistake. I think this does it like, yeah, nah, sorry about that. It's actually different in other languages, and I've been doing other languages as well. So anyways, now you're wondering why do we need this, and this is actually useful, and I actually haven't got a clue when I use this, but it's useful to know. So uh, you should know this. Anyways, you can go up to a lot. Basically, you can go up to as much as you do. You know, if you don't have all that, you can basically create these as axes. So x, y, z axis, and then you can just, you know, you can transform or whatever, whatnot. So that is for that really complicated thing. I've actually only used that once ever, so I don't think you'll be using that a lot, but it's a really good thing to know. Leave it in the comments if you have any questions, and I'm pretty sure you will. So now what we want to do is I want to show you 4. In fact, did I explain? Yeah, I think I did explain 4, but I'll explain again. So is basically you can put c equals to 0, and c is smaller than, we can create a variable or we can create anything. So a variable in uh, var equals to 5 or 6, who knows. I cannot actually type today, so C++. So it's gonna repeat this 6 times, and each time it repeats it, it's gonna make the C more. So if we do this, it's gonna print C 6 times, but C's value is gonna go up by 1 each time. So it's gonna print from 0 to 5, which is 6 times. If if you do 1 2 3 4 5 6, it's 6 because we're counting from 0. That's why it ends at 5. Also, we can do in fact, before I do this, if we continue, then what it does is, yeah, exactly, as you can see, there's a green thing there that print C will never be or executed or run, because whenever it goes to the continue, it says, oh, okay, now I should run the next code. I should just go back and run it again. So remember I told you that it's gonna print like 0 to 5. Now what it's gonna do is it's gonna do this. It's gonna be 0 right now, and then it's gonna say continue, and it's gonna be, oh, okay, let's go back, and it's gonna do this again with 1, and it's gonna say continue, and it's gonna go, oh, okay, let's go to the next one. 2, continue. 3, continue. 4, continue. 5, continue. 6, 5, and then it's just gonna end at 5. So if we do break though, now it's gonna, okay, 0, break. Oh, okay, now let's end the for loop, and let's go to the next line after that, which is nothing. So end the script. So ends the for loop, continue just makes it so it goes to the next thing or next 4. And there's also for each has got break and continue, I think, as well. So with for each, what you can do is, so for each let's create an array. Maybe this is why arrays should be used for. I actually have used this or used it like this a lot. So okay, for each int cn var. So what we can do is, for each integer in var, which it has two integers inside it, remember. So we can go through both them. So it's going to repeat this twice. C will be 1 because 1, C will be 2 the next time. Or we can do this. So C will be 1 the first time, C will be 6, 4, 5 the next time. But you can't make it C equal to something if you're using 4 each. So if you make something equal to something, you might want to go to and do 4, you know. So break and continue obviously will work with this as well. And if you're using, let's just do 4 each quickly, and we shall end this tutorial. I think C equals 0, C is smaller than var, and we can do dot length C++. Now what this will do, the same thing. It will go through both, and it will be the number. So this will be 0. So if it's going through the first time, so no, in fact, first is the C is going to be 0, and it's going to be through this. Then C is going to be 1, and it's going to go into this. What you can do is print and var and C. So it's going to print this twice, and first time C is going to be 0, so it's going to print 1 because var 1 is 1, and the second time C is going to be 2, and var 2 the second integer of in the variable in the array is 645, so it's going to print 645. So let's just print this and end the seal. I'm actually quite tired now, so and there we go. 1 and 645. So that is it for this tutorial. Hopefully you just, and hopefully you will get better, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below and I will get back to you as soon as. Thank you again for watching. See ya.